Very shortly, we're going to witness combined combined services call-up patrol. At this juncture, the microphone swings over to my co-announcer, Captain Innocent Audu. Captain Audu, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Major Paul Abara, retired. Your Excellency, the special guest of honor, Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. In a short while, we shall be witnessing the combined services color patrol. This is the first time in the history of the armed forces of our great nation that we will be witnessing a color patrol that involves the three services of the Nigerian armed forces being patrolled in this 60th independent anniversary celebrating our great nation, Nigeria. First ever of its kind being witnessed here today. We just witnessed that present arms to the colors in preparation for this unique regimental parade that we will be witnessing for the first time in the history of the armed forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria being done as a combined services patrol. You can see the graceful movement of the ensign to the colors as they proudly and brazenly lift the colors on parade to rest on their shoulder in preparation for this unique parade. The ensign to the colors taking part in this regimental parade is the ensign to the national color Captain Abdulmalik Suleiman. The ensign to the regimental color of the Nigerian Army, Captain J.U. Jibrila. While the ensign to the regimental colors of the Nigerian Navy is Navy Lieutenant D.A. Olaiwola. Of course, the ensign to the regimental colors of the Nigerian Air Force is Flight Lieutenant M.S. Cholom. Your Excellency, the special guest of honor, Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, senior officers, ladies and gentlemen. The 4 beats from the bass drum you heard a while ago signifies the commencement of the color patrol. Like I did mention earlier, the color patrol is a unique regimental parade carried out by the Nigerian Army Guards Brigade at the weekly change of guard at the Presidential Villa and the National Arcade. However, as part of innovation celebrating this 60th independent anniversary of our great nation, Nigeria, we are witnessing the first ever combined color patrol by the armed forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. These, of course, involve the national colors, the regimental colors of the Nigerian Army, the Nigerian Navy, and the Nigerian Air Force. We can see the graceful movement of the ensigns bearing the color, highly synchronized, flawlessly executed steps being aligned with the mass band on parade being commanded by Major M.A. Turiola. This, of course, like I did mention, is the first time we are privileged to see this parade, and indeed, it is one that couldn't have come at a better time. While we enjoy this solemn regimental parade, may I at this point please acquaint you with the origin and significance of Color Patrol. The origin and significance of Color Patrol is traced to two age-long military ceremony in the British Empire. That is, trooping the colors and mounting the Queen's Guard. These ceremonies date back to the early 18th century when the guards and sentries for the royal palaces and other important buildings in the capital of the United Kingdom were mounted daily on the parade ground. The essence of the parade was for the colors of the battalion to be carried or trooped slowly down the rank so that they could be seen and recognized by the soldiers, as the colors all look different depending on the colors and symbol of each regiment. Your Excellency, the special guest of honor, distinguished guests, we just witnessed a while ago the ensigns to the colors haven't presented the colors to His Excellency, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria. They have now retreated back, still maintaining that graceful movement synchronized with the mass band on parade. They will march past their starting position and also present the colors to the guards on parade for them to also take a good look and recognize the national colors and the regimental colors of their various services. After which they will retreat, and on getting to their starting position, they will halt, and that will mark the end of this unique regimental parade. At this point, permit me to take you back to the significance and, of course, the origin of this ceremony. In ancient armies, colors were also used so that soldiers could easily spot their units when they were on the battlefield, because it was quite easy to get lost in battle in those days. As a result of this, it was important that soldiers knew which colors belonged to which regiment, hence the need for color trooping. However, in 1748, it was ordered that color trooping parade will also mark the official birthday of the sovereign, that is, the head of the British monarchy. In Nigeria, however, it is an established military tradition that on receipt of new colors, such colors must be formally presented by the receiving regiment or military establishment to the incumbent or sitting president and commander-in-chief of the armed forces before the colors can appear on parade. Colors are also presented or march on parade during important national or military occasions such as the one being witnessed here today in this August arena. Color Patrol, like I did mention, is often done by the Nigerian Army Guards Brigade during the weekly change of guards parade at the Presidential Villa and the National Arcade. However, this is the first time in which the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria will be having a combined services color patrol, which include the national colors, the regimental colors of the Nigerian Army, the Nigerian Navy, and the Nigerian Air Force. This, of course, is a unique innovation that was introduced to mark this historic 60th independent anniversary of our great nation, Nigeria. So you can see the ensigns to the colors. Of course, colors are only carried by commissioned officers, referred to as ensigns to the colors. And you can see them maintaining that synchronized movement of the hands and legs of course, has been professionally executed here. Flawless movement coming from these highly trained officers of the Nigerian Armed Forces. Having presented the colors to the guards on parade this morning, the ensigns to the colors have once again retreated in an orderly fashion, still maintaining that graceful movement we're witnessing here today. In a short while, they will reach their starting position, upon which they will halt, and of course, that will mark the end of this historic color patrol, the first ever of its kind, being witnessed here at the Eagle Square Abuja, celebrating Nigeria's Diamond Jubilee, celebrating our freedom, celebrating our sovereignty 60 years after that fateful day at the famous Tafawa Balewa Square in Lagos, where jubilating and ululating Nigerians took to the arena and the streets of Lagos to mark the independence of our great nation, Nigeria. You will agree with me that despite the challenges, we indeed have reason to celebrate this day. This is a nation that has gone through an unfortunate civil war between 1967 and 1970. We are dealing with other security challenges. However, Nigeria still remains one strong, united, indivisible nation. And today we are here celebrating our freedom, celebrating our independence. Can we put our hands together? That was the color patrol. You can see the ensigns to the color once again as they gracefully and indeed proudly lift the colors off their shoulders. Of course, you will recall that colors are held in very high esteem in the armed forces. This, of course, bears the glory of the regiments. In this case, of course, well, we just witnessed the colors of the services of the Nigerian Armed Forces, talking about the Nigerian Army, the Nigerian Navy, and the Nigerian Air Force. We just witnessed the guards who have just ordered arms. Of course, they had presented arms in absolute respect and deference to the colors being patrolled. Any moment from now, the color party will retreat and, of course, march smartly to join the rest of the parade. Can we put our hands together once more for this excellent display? Professionalism being exhibited at its peak here at the Eagle Square. Of course, talking about the color patrol. The color party is one of the beauty of any military parade. And we can see them as they march smartly and squarely into line to join the rest of the parade.
Yeah, don't tire.
enhance and indeed project the theme of this year's celebration, which is 60 Together. Together, we will be witnessing a unique performance by members of the Nigerian Army Guards Brigade Silent Drill Squad, the Mass Band on Parade, and the Adila Dance and Acrobatic Group. This performance exhibits the mutual relationship that exists between members of the Nigerian Armed Forces, other security organizations and agencies, and of course, the Nigerian public. You will agree with me that this is quite unique for us to have a civilian cultural troupe performing with the armed forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the Nigerian police in a national parade such as this, celebrating the freedom of our great nation, is one that shows that there is indeed a mutual understanding, a mutual relationship existing between members of the Nigerian Armed Forces, other security agencies, and indeed the general public. The guards have just presented arms to His Excellency, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria, in prelude to their display. The special guest of honor, distinguished guest, the performance you are witnessing is, like I did mention, it's carried out by 30 personnel of the Nigerian Army Guards Brigade Silent Drill Squad. Amongst them, we have 15 gallant male soldiers and 15 gallant female soldiers performing in a display that would be exhibiting the high professionalism, high proficiency in foot drill and weapon handling. Excellent synchronization of steps being witnessed here by this highly professionally trained men and women of the Nigerian Army Guards Brigade Silent Drill Squad. Distinguished guests, you can see how these highly professional men and women of the Nigerian Army are able to spin the FN rifle, which is being used for this performance, 360 degrees. It is pertinent to note that the rifle being used by these gallant men and women is by no means light. The FN rifle weighs about 4.5 kilograms, and we can see how these wonderful men and women are able to manipulate the rifle in an excellent display and mastering of weapon handling, synchronized here flawlessly with their proficiency in foot drill, with the mass band on parade, giving a rhythmic tune as these men and women display the height of professionalism, which of course the Nigerian Armed Forces is known and respected for. Can we put our hands together for this wonderful performance being witnessed here? Excellent display, exhibition of excellence in foot drill, weapon handling, dexterity and discipline, highly synchronized performance being witnessed here. We can see the flawless execution of each move by these men and women of the Nigerian Army Guards Brigade Silent Drill Squad. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, it is pertinent to note that what you are witnessing here is being carried out without any initial word of command. What that means is that there is nobody amongst them giving them orders or directive on what to do at any given time. What you are witnessing is a shared display of training, retraining, hard work, discipline, dexterity, focus of mind, and indeed a high level of professionalism. These, of course, are some of the qualities that men and women of the Nigerian Army Guards Brigade Silent Drill Squad, and indeed members of the Nigerian Armed Forces, are known and respected for. We can see that high level of professionalism being exhibited here at the Eagle Square, celebrating the freedom of our great nation, Nigeria. Wonderful display befitting of a celebration such as the one we are witnessing today. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, what you are witnessing now is the squad aligning themselves, paving way for the mass band on parade to join up in this unique performance. And what you can see right now taking place on the parade ground is the adoption and the formation of the diamond head. This formation is adopted for two key reasons. The first one is to wish Nigeria a successful and a blessed Diamond Jubilee. Can we put our hands together? You can see the formation of the diamond head, which of course, like I did mention, signifies the troops wishing Nigeria a successful diamond here. Flawless movement coming from these highly trained officers of the Nigerian Armed Forces. Having presented the colors to the guards on parade this morning, the ensigns to the colors have once again retreated in an orderly fashion, still maintaining that graceful movement we are witnessing here today. In a short while, they will reach their starting position, upon which they will halt, and of course, that will mark the end of this historic color patrol, the first ever of its kind, being witnessed here at the Eagle Square Abuja, celebrating Nigeria's Diamond Jubilee, celebrating our freedom, celebrating our sovereignty 60 years after that fateful day at the famous Tafawa Balewa Square in Lagos, where jubilating and ululating Nigerians took to the arena and the streets of Lagos to mark the independence of our great nation, Nigeria. You will agree with me that despite the challenges, we indeed have reason to celebrate this day. This is a nation that has gone through an unfortunate civil war between 1967 and 1970. We are dealing with other security challenges. However, Nigeria still remains one strong, united, indivisible nation. And today we are here celebrating our freedom, celebrating our independence. Can we put our hands together? That was the color patrol. You can see the ensigns to the color once again as they gracefully and indeed proudly lift the colors off their shoulders. Of course, you will recall that colors are held in very high esteem in the armed forces. This, of course, bears the glory of the regiments. In this case, of course, we are We just witnessed the colors of the services of the Nigerian Armed Forces, talking about the Nigerian Army, the Nigerian Navy, and the Nigerian Air Force. We just witnessed the guards who have just pulled out arms. Of course, they had presented arms in absolute respect and deference to the colors being patrolled. Any moment from now, the color party will retreat and, of course, march smartly to join the rest of the parade. Can we put our hands together once more for this excellent display, professionalism being exhibited at its peak here at the Eagle Square? Of course, talking about the color patrol. The color party is one of the beauty of any military parade. And we can see them as they march smartly and squarely into line to join the rest of the parade.